You're watching the Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting. Go follow the Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hey, happy new comic book day.
John what's going on? John is here?
He is here, but, you know, when other people have pull lists, for John, his pull list is literal. He kind of walks around the building pulling stuff, see? So it's very literal for John. So John may be shopping. I'm sure he'll return, whatever, momentarily.
He's returning with food for you.
No, because he'd have to leave the building. Okay, I already have my instant mac and cheese from the kitchen already, bro. No, if John's hunting around here for food, we're in big trouble. That's all that. So, how you been, man? So we will. So it looks like Thomas Bueller and our buddy Robbie from PCP. They will be at MegCon down in Orlando again.
Oh, that's solid.
Hopefully,
I missed the beginning of that. You said Bueller, or you said Rock and Robbie?
Yeah, Comic Bueller. Yeah, Travis.
Oh, both of them.
Alex. So they're all headed over to. I think I want to say Robbie said he was leaving today. I don't know. JD says I'm breaking up a little bit. Can you hear me all right?
I can now. I was gonna say I don't know if that was me earlier or you. It's crazy. I feel like I only have these connection issues during this stream.
It is so weird. I'm not sure. Do I sound any better?
No, yeah, it's fine now. It was the connection earlier. Right. It just seemed a little choppy.
It might have been a little bit. Well, the mic might have been a little too close to. So hey guys, what's up, everybody? All right, easy go lucky. Ed Weird says it's better now. It's probably because the mic was a little too close to the rack. So Triple B, CJ, Stevie B, what's going on, everybody? I still have no idea where. My God, he out of his car. All right, let's do. That's a bad sign. You just blanked out for a second, and Weird says I'm breaking up again. Internet problem, because we were having problems with our scanner, because I generally scan and email it to me, and oh boy, okay, so it looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Let me see.
Is it windy there today?
All right, it's definitely action. What's that?
Is it windy there today?
What did you say?
Is it windy?
No, it's not too bad. So it looks like it's definitely me. Okay. Let me see. I hope John's absent means he's grabbing more comics from the warehouse for Mike. Hey, JD.
Hey, you could close and reopen your StreamYard browser, and that might fix the problem. And we'll see if AR can handle the show on his own.
All right, I'm going to try that. Should I reboot JD or?
Not the whole computer, just the browser should be fine.
All right, so I'm going to check out for a minute. Alex is on his own. Feels a little bit like risky business. I don't know. All right, so I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys.
Well, hello there, everybody. Seeing that I don't have the books in front of me to put up for you guys, just remember there's a 10-pack Dynamite reader set. I will do that one 100% for you guys. Always random books. I know Rex always says he's going to do his best to change them up, or I don't know. I've seen people ask for stuff in the past, and he's hooked them up as well. But I guess in the meantime, we can start talking about new books instead. CJ Zahn just hit us up with that one. Great stuff, educating. I appreciate. Oh, never mind. Rex is back.
Hey,
off my bookshelf. Nah.
Do I sound any better?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine for now. It was you were getting a little choppy before, though. I don't think it had to do with the microphone.
Yeah, it was the connection speed was slowing down and speeding back up. So we'll have to see if you start slowing down again.
All right, yeah. Let me know, JD. All right, so Edward, can we claim stuff off your bookshelf? No. Preston, how old is Rebecca De Mornay, bud? Come on, bro. Thank you, Triple B.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. She's got to be pretty old because I've never heard of her, and I'm usually pretty good with movies.
Risky Business, Tom Cruise.
I do know that. Now I do know that. I know that
she played the quote unquote love interest that ripped them off.
Rebecca Dean Norton. All right, let's look her up.
Oh,
I don't. She's 63, if that helps, but no, I don't know who she is.
Yeah, she's been seeing Captain Pickard. So
somebody asked me to say that last night in the stream, and I hit him with a hard Captain Pickard.
Oh my lord!
Excuse me. It's Sergeant Pickard.
Yeah, Sergeant Pickard. William Shatner did a great job with that character.
God help us all. God help us all. Stevie B, you are wrong. She's in her 60s.
63.
Keep in mind, she was, even at that time of the movie, older than Tom Cruise by a little bit. So, well into his late 80s.
She was 24 in that movie.
And he was younger than that, right? He was a youngin'. That was like his first big movie.
Was it?
That was the first starring role. The movie before that I remember him in was, oh man, it was about a military school.
He was 21.
Yeah, that's Taps.
Is it Taps?
Taps was the name of that movie. Yeah, it
was.
Wow, actually, that was his first, I think, big movie.
Yeah, he played the crazy dude.
Because Top Gun was the next one. It looks like.
Well, Top Gun solidified him on the map. I mean, without question, that was the biggest.
No, I mean, I think that's his second movie right after that one. So he's been creating like top-notch movies since the get. Actually, no, it's Risky Business and The Outsiders in '83.
The Outsiders, I remember that. That was a star-studded cast right there.
Oh wow! And Rain Man was '88. Wow, and then Top Gun was '86.
Star, yeah.
Wow.
Definitely.
He started off strong and he never stopped.
No, he never did. He never did.
Wait, no, it looks like his first two movies was Taps and Endless Love. Those were his first two.
Endless Love. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, those were his first two.
Preston says Cruise was in All the Right Moves. That's right. I remember that movie. Was he in Labyrinth? I don't even remember that.
In which movie?
Labyrinth. Triple B.
That's not shown. It's not showing up on his list of movies.
I think he's mistaking. Legend was the name of the movie he was in.
Oh yeah. Wait, who was in Labyrinth? Was it? Oh my God, it was.
What's his name? The singer.
Yeah, legendary
It's
singer.
Bowie.
Bowie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
David
Bowie was.
Bowie. Oh my God, I cannot believe I couldn't remember that.
You know what? I can't either, believe it or not. I was waiting to see what you were gonna say, but it you didn't get there.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say I even knew that it was Bowie. I didn't have to look that one up.
I couldn't, dude. I've seen Bowie in concert. I just couldn't remember the name.
Here's a trivia question for you. Can you name the thing that he was doing with the crystal ball at the end of Labyrinth?
No.
There's a name for it. It's called contact juggling.
That movie was so weird. I remember that. That's what I remember. Can't remember the storyline, nothing, but it was weird. Tim Curry, just a phenomenal actor, in my opinion.
It's a shame what's going on with him now, though.
Well, everybody
things
gets old,
happen. Yeah.
It gets old, but all right, let's get the best offers out of the way.
Yeah, let's get him out.
I also did. There he is. What's going on, John?
Because you were gone a while, so I have to imagine there was a wheelbarrow full of stuff.
Thank God John's here. We don't have to talk anymore.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna take a long drink.
Hey,
Hey,
real quick.
I also
show one thing. Go ahead, Al. Sorry, Al.
I was gonna say I also Rex. Well, I didn't want to cut you off earlier. When you were gone, I did the 10-pack reader set.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, nobody buy this. This is Rex messing with me.
Nobody. Usually
That
I'm
would be
the one-
Flash 220, signed by Howard Porter and remarked with a flash head sketch by John Livesey.
And it's free.
And
First
no,
one
the
to say
Livesey-
free.
Pretty damn close.
The Livesey sketch is a bonus. He just did it for the heck of it.
Uh,
That's what he did it on number 11 because it's lucky
So,
11.
$49.99, and we got it for $19.56 tonight.
Imagine
Number
that. That's
11 40.
That's the year that the Flash first appeared in Showcase number 4. So nobody buy it. I want to buy it.
Oh,
That's-
one's TV based.
That's good. That's good placement on the 11 out of 40. I like that.
Yeah.
Look at what Stevie B wrote.
Yeah, pop it up so that everybody not on YouTube can see it.
I know,
That's
right?
awesome. I told you, for John, it's not about telling time; it's a fashion statement.
Look at that. Could you see what time it is?
Hey, dude, it makes me a little seasick. It's so busy.
It's like an abalone dial.
It's like somebody threw up on your watch, man.
No, I don't wear watches, but I totally understand where John's coming from with the watch. You know, it's all about the fashion. A place I used to work, I'm a Nets fan, and I always say go Nets, like go Birds. When I see someone with the Nets gear on, I say, hey, go Nets. I said it to a kid that was in a high school where I was working, and he looked at me like, what? And I said, your shirt, man, it says Brooklyn Nets on. And he said, oh, it's all about the fashion, baby. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, you didn't care.
yeah.
So I got this from Ronald. Check it out. This is not for sale. I just wanted to show it. Daredevil
Wow.
Father, Wizard World exclusive cover, CGC graded 10.0, signed by Joe Quesada. I thought this was really, really awesome.
That'll never happen again. A signed 10.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. So, real quick, we showed this on Monday. I'm going to show it again, but I'm going to add in a kicker. This we're selling for Ronald.
Oh wow.
Nick, this table is. You're gonna try to hold that thing up and sit on a table. This thing's coming down on my legs, dude. Back up. I will be off the show for the next 6 to 8 weeks, rehabilitating my crippled
Are
leg.
you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If that happened, you'd be stuck there for 6 to 8
Hey,
weeks.
misery, man.
I hate to break this to you. I don't see no wheelchair ramp out there.
Oh, that's okay. Trust me. We'll get somebody to
I'm gonna
pick you
have
up
to
and bring
contact
you
the
in.
state.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So if anybody wants to buy this, all the money's going to go to Ronald. $1,500, all going to Ronald. I will kick in $50 of the shipping because it will be a little expensive to ship.
We
But
did let people
It
know
is.
it's
It
seriously-
is. I gotta tell you, 3 plates. The middle plate is signed by Alex Ross. All Alex Ross artwork, and I gotta tell you, the thing stands about 5 feet tall. I'm not even kidding you. And it is plexi, so that's a good news for shipping because there's no way that you could put glass on.
Could
that.
you imagine if that was?
Oh man, Lyle. I'm glad you're okay, bud.
Yeah, it weighs 150 pounds.
It's real solid. We're not kidding.
And there's no way.
Oh shit!
Wait, whoa, language.
Whoa.
Well, no, I'm sorry, Lyle. Thank God you're okay.
Oh, geez.
What is that? Oh,
Oh
man.
my gosh.
Sorry for saying the S word, but I'm just really glad you're okay.
Yeah. My God, Lyle, were you at home or?
Nice.
Not a car accident.
No, I know, but did he get a car accident in the Arctic or did he get a car accident while he was home? Because he said
Does he live in the Arctic?
Well, he works.
I mean, it would be pretty funny if he actually got hit by a car in his home. That would be great.
No,
I was
nobody
also
can
going to
live in the
equally
Arctic
say
forever.
that'd be crazy if he got into an accident up in the Arctic. I mean, was there like one other car?
Oh God.
So hopefully it wasn't while you were home visiting your family, Lyle. Maybe it's better that way. You can somebody take care of you, I guess. But
Yeah, that's
but
good.
I'm
You're
sorry
okay
you
though,
got,
man.
bro. Oh,
That stuff's scary. Rex, you're because your daughter was just in one. What, like 2 months ago now?
No, I was probably almost a year ago now. Wow.
Almost all right.
Oh my God, totaled his Jeep. Wow.
Yeah, my daughter totaled her car. She didn't total it. It's the guy turned into her. Well, I'm glad you're home, Lyle. This is probably. I guess you don't. I don't know how much driving you guys end up doing in the Arctic, but one of those big. And I guess you don't see too many other cars on the road either. So.
No, they drive sled dogs up there. That's what they have up in the Arctic.
Dude, I don't think so. You're talking about Alaska, bro. It's
he's up there. I forgot. Yeah.
Nothing really works. So that's
sideswiped by a semi. Oh my goodness.
Sideswiped by a semi. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Lyle, you are so lucky. You're okay.
I'm so
buddy.
happy for you
Yeah.
that you're okay.
Yeah, that you only got some scratches and bruises. That could have been a lot worse.
Well, if anybody
Sideswiped by a
wants to
semi.
see it again, you will pay Ronald directly. You won't even pay us, and I'll kick in $50 of the shipping.
There you go.
It helps Ronald if anybody wants to buy it.
It is definitely a beautiful piece. All right, so let's get started with our best offer items. So the first best, we got 3 of them tonight. First best offer item is crossover number 1, cover A, signed by Donnie Cates. Suggested retail $49.99, and it is number 15 of 115 signed, and it is a best offer starting at $16.
You know, he's been an interesting topic in a lot of my streams because, you know, he's off Thor, he's off the Hulk, and allegedly he was taking a hiatus from writing.
Right.
But his indie titles are still coming out. So it's not that he's taken a hiatus from writing, it's that he is off the Marvel books. Ram V is also off of all of his books that aren't indie besides Detective Comics as well. So the conversation has been, is Marvel losing a lot of writers? Because like I said, Donnie Cates isn't like, he's not stopped writing. He stopped writing for Marvel, you know?
Right.
So,
Well, I saw a thing a while back, and Alec, you might have seen this too, where they were talking about essentially what Marvel is paying people, right? And if you own the rights to your own book, which is like an Image thing, right? It's Rex and John's comic. Depending on the success of that book and the promotion of it, we might be making as much or more than we would at DC if we were writing, Detective Chimp. So, you know what I mean? I think that we're almost at a point now. Everyone in America talks about wages. We're not paying enough. Nobody ever gets paid enough. But in this particular sort of, very limited scope, they might be right. We all talk to creators, and most of them, of course, will say this off the record. But you shouldn't write for Marvel and need a full-time job.
I would agree with that. Well,
you shouldn't be an assistant editor at DC and still be doing Uber Eats. That's just
JD,
insane.
I did read that today. Thank you for bringing that up. I was getting ready to bring that up. So
I saw that earlier too.
Yeah, Perlmutter, I guess is the way you pronounce it.
Yes.
He is out. I'm not shedding too many tears for him because he made a bundle at the turn of the century when he sold Marvel to Disney, right?
It's not like a devastating
He
loss.
owns a boatload of Disney stock from what I know.
There's a lot of shuffling going on, over at Mordor. There's a lot of, because they got rid of one of the people from the Disney Marvel movie thing. I can't remember her name now, but literally, they got
Oh, she just the other day. I don't know her name either, but that just happened.
Victoria Alonso.
Yeah. That sounds right.
They just said adios to her, and I'm sure that wasn't cheap to be like a separation. And now they're sort of this situation where Perlmutter's out today, and I'm not sure if it's because comic sales are dissatisfying, if the box office, and here's the problem, the box office, the perception versus reality. These movies are underperforming for Marvel. Any other movie, they would be standing on their heads to make this kind of money.
So, Marcus, I read that too. She is suing.
Yes, she's suing.
I heard there was some friction over a creative direction with Ant-Man. So there's a lot that's getting unpacked.
She's also part of some other project that wasn't. She was doing a movie called like Argentina 1975,
right?
I think, or 1985, and something about that wasn't okay. I don't know if she has some kind of exclusivity, non-compete. I don't know what the deal is, but somehow along the line, Disney is probably hearing the same things that AR is saying about Marvel. AR is bringing them down single-handedly.
Right? They're sitting in like a big office, and they're like, "All right, this idiot keeps freaking making videos about our comics. What are we gonna do, guys?"
Killing us.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think that it's rumor mill. Okay. And the reason I think it's rumor mill is, and hey, Ron, what's going on, man?
Hey, buddy.
Thanks for jumping in, buddy. Nice to see, just to hear it from you. I think that they think they want to shift some things. There's some cost cutting going on, obviously. So they're doing a lot of different things, but, and granted, I can't say that I don't believe that they're disillusioned from the comics. I think they feel like it needs to be cleaned up maybe, and that's why they're making all these shifts. But if Disney were really done with comics, why would they give Dynamite a license to make comics?
Maybe they should read it carefully. Maybe it's everything. Maybe we should be working on like Spider-Man.
Yeah, so I think, unfortunately, it kind of feeds itself, kind of like the rumors of DCU. It's all kind of feeding itself, right? So, Marcus, that again, we kind of had this discussion. I don't remember if it was Robbie or whatever. But
Ron, he mentioned Ron's in Georgia.
Okay.
Much love, man.
Hey, yeah, buddy. I can't imagine how difficult this is for you. So I know that just for everybody that's been following up with what's happening with Ron, I believe Ron's wife's family is from Georgia.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said. Mention that on Sunday.
Down there. So because I know that Ron himself lives in Maryland. Ron, man, you have our support. You're always welcome to communicate with any one of us here. I know a lot of viewers here. You guys communicate as friends as well. I just wish there was something, and all of us do, that we could do to help you. Unfortunately, there really isn't. But let's see. So Stevie B, like sometimes is that how they intend to lower the amusement park admission? I tell you, Stevie B, they may have halted that rapid price rise. I just don't see it ever going.
Well, the truth is, they did a survey. I saw an informal poll. If they doubled the price of Disney Plus, 65% of us would still pay for it.
I absolutely would not.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's about 2/3 would and 1/3 wouldn't. So they have to do the math between losing 1/3 and doubling the price. The truth is, I'd pay $50 a month for it because that's what I want to spend my money on.
Right.
So they need to figure out if they're losing money. It might be one of those things where they have to sort of raise the price to generate.
I think we had this. I think we had this conversation on Robbie's show. Here's the thing, okay? You ever notice something? All right, and this is all the streaming.
You got to be more specific.
Yeah, well, this is all the streaming services. They say we're losing money, we're losing money, we're losing money. How? How are you losing money? Can somebody actually?
This sounds to me almost like a paper deal where you're saying you're losing money, but you already owned all this stuff.
And then isn't it also kind of funny that they're all screaming this, every single one of them. Well, we're losing money. This is a money loser. This is money. Well, why'd you get into it? Okay, if it's such a money loser, you guys are smarter than I am. Okay, and I find it interesting that I find it interesting that all of a sudden then Netflix goes, we're going to start clamping down on people using other people's accounts until they got all that pushback, right? And they keep saying they're losing money. I know, when you make a film and you release it to movie theaters, the one vague point is how much you're spending on marketing and distribution, that type of thing. But you know how much money a movie costs. You know how much the box office receipts are. That's fairly simple. Okay. How are you losing money on streaming? Yeah.
I understand how some people are losing money through streaming, right? Like if you're Paramount Plus and Peacock, there's too many people watching those shows, quite honestly, that are used to getting that stuff for free in their cable system, right?
Let's forget about that. The
Disney, I don't understand how Disney loses money. Well, they own everything that they're
Netflix, HBO Max. Again, how do you quantify that you're losing money?
Netflix has lost money because they lost a lot of. Remember, Netflix used to have stuff like Marvel movies.
Marcus, I understand that Netflix as a whole has lost money, and the reason
Apple
they
is
lost
absolutely
money,
worth it, Dwayne.
They lost money because they weren't the IP holders. So when the IP holders all determined that they're going to start their own streaming services, they started pulling the IP. That's when Netflix started to have to spend more money by changing their business model to create content. And I can understand from their standpoint how, before you went from renting DVDs to, streaming and then owning all this or leasing all this IP, okay, to put on your channel, and then all of a sudden you got all these competitors and everybody's pulling their IP. So again, if you own the IP already, how are you losing money?
Well, this is why I said I don't understand it with Disney. I understand other platforms have other models, right? The whole Warner Brothers Discovery thing, I don't know how they could lose money because, again, all those channels and shows and networks in that Disney, Discovery Plus, HBO Max, they own all that stuff. As to the best of my knowledge, they own all that stuff. So you've got two kind of power players that should not be losing money. Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and their own stuff. How are you losing? You bought Star Wars. You bought Marvel.
Well, from a Disney standpoint, I sort of understand because Chapek went out and spent a lot of money on a lot of different things, restructuring, okay? And then all of a sudden you weren't bringing in the revenue you thought you were going to bring in, okay? Then a pandemic hit, okay? And we're on intellectual property.
Intellectual property, yeah.
So whether it's, Star Wars or Captain America, whatever the case may be, right? So I understand it, and Disney is experiencing what a lot of tech companies are experiencing right now. Okay, you had a boom time when the pandemic hit, so all of a sudden you overhired, and now you got to deal with the reality of it. I get that, but again, the whole streaming aspect, and it's not just Disney, it's all of them. You keep saying you're losing money, but how much of that is true, and how much of that is an accounting function, and how much of that is to prepare us for inevitably a rise in prices, right? So it to me it's kind of I don't know. It's just I don't know that dog won't hunt for me. So, but anyway, we got to take our first break, and then when we get back, let's hit our other best offer items, and then
we have a lot of cool books tonight.
We do.
We still have to get to do Comic Book Day. Alec will tell us how the industry is disintegrating before our eyes.
Hey, I always talk positive on the other books. I do.
All right, stay with me. Back in a couple minutes.
Did you know that every experience show, including some exclusive content, streams on Twitch? Check it out. Twitch.tv/the_EXP. Or just scan that QR code.
This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comic Crypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Kumpa. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mishmash.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in the minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadets.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody! Welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectables.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box? What's in the Box?
Comic culture and sales.
Commercial as do. Well, that's interesting. You hear that, JD?
I put in that you guys were up the whole time for me.
Oh, really? Yeah, but are you watching YouTube or are you watching from StreamYard?
I'm on StreamYard, but usually all the commercials always play.
Yeah, it's been happening sometimes. We still don't know why.
Okay.
Well, you know, you got people in the chat negatively, so you shouldn't have that happen anymore.
I don't know. John may have been drinking before he got here. It's definitely a strong possibility.
I did come from a bar, but I was not drinking. Sipping a little bit, but not drinking.
What does that even mean?
A buddy of mine, we were doing setting up a beer and food tasting. So we just take like a little sip because I told him I have to drive back here.
This reminds me of the episode of Happy Days when he
carried the show on my back for 2 hours.
When Mr. Cunningham asked Richie when Richie comes home drunk. Well, and Richie goes, well, we only had like little beers in little glasses. And Mr. Cunningham asked, how many of those little glasses did you have?
All of
100?
100, yeah.
All right, so Fox stuff isn't making its cost. Marcus, I agree with a lot of things you're saying, but again, you're talking about very, very complex, accounting methods or whatever. But I still believe a good chunk of it is to prepare us for some sort of price shift, as you say. All right, let me get our best offers out there. All right, because we have two more. All right, so we have the Loot Crate Beast Wars Transformers collectible figure.
Hey, real quick, are we doing a giveaway tonight?
We personally are not. I don't know if we're doing a giveaway. We have to ask JD.
JD, is there an experience giveaway tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody, 21 people watching, only 14 likes so far. If we get to 20 likes in the next 60 seconds, we'll do 2 giveaways tonight. I'll pull a second giveaway. We've got 2 copies of Moon Knight #9. We'll give one of them away. How much are the Moon Knight #9?
$10.
That's cheap. Okay, they're underpriced. But still, same thing. You got 45 seconds. Amy, how many likes we got so far? 20 likes.
Now, see, I don't know how I don't know how.
And we had 20. Looks like we're doing the second giveaway.
All right, so the second giveaway is the other Moon Knight.
See,
one of the Moon Knight 9s.
I don't know how Dynamite.
I tell you what, and so that somebody who wants to buy Moon Knight 9 isn't waiting to decide whether or not to buy it because they want to see if they win it. Let's do the Moon Knight 9 giveaway right now.
Okay.
What's the hashtag?
And we should be able to use the same hashtag, right?
Yeah, it's right there. It's right there on the screen.
All right. So let's give everybody a chance to jump in. Hashtag community EXP all lowercase.
And do me a favor, go to the private chat. JD's probably telling me to shut the front door up. Shut the front door up. Yes, you can play if you won before. The Moon Knight is an exception to the rule. Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, Lyle, you've had a rough day. You can absolutely
that's
play
what I
again.
thought. JD wants me to shut the front door up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, Preston. Preston, were you the one that asked for the purgatory medals? Because I have the purgatory medals tonight.
Kenneth Bird.
Kenneth Bird. All right. Is the
You
winner.
win.
My man.
All right, Kenneth. These are gorgeous. These are really, really, really gorgeous.
So that means he changed his mind.
So-
These are really nice. I changed my mind. I'm not giving my stuff away.
Never mind. All right. So
Never mind.
All right,
Every time I
Kenneth.
post.
There you go. Right, Kenneth, on that one.
Hugh, go ahead. If you didn't put the hashtag community EXP in, go ahead and do it now.
Yeah, we still got one more giveaway.
Yeah, we still got one more giveaway. All right. So.
And remember, nobody buy this. This Nick wants. Nobody buy it.
That would be Flash number 220, signed by Howard Porter and remarked with Flash head sketch by John.
Well, it's signed by Howard Porter and John Livesey, and because it's number 11, John Livesey decided to add a bonus sketch for free.
All right, so it's just a retail of $49.99, and we have the one available tonight for $19.56.
Edward, that would have been funny. Nick says,
All right, somebody asked me for the Purgatory. You did ask for a Starlight CCA cover. Can we do that, Nick?
What?
A Starlight CCA cover? I don't know what the
I don't
rules
think
are.
we have a Starlight CCA.
We don't have one.
No. But John Spilios, you got the where are the Marianne Did you take them?
All right, so let me get this up. All right, so JD, the Loot Crate Beast Wars Transformers collectible figure. It is a best offer item. It is sealed. The box on the corner is a little bit dang, but it is a best offer starting at $10. So,
John Spilios, we're still waiting for Ken's. He's been very busy, but I want to show you one thing.
I was Triple B. Okay, sorry. Thanks, Preston.
Oh, nice.
Wow,
Yeah, that came out really good. That's the first thing I saw when I walked in.
This is like Don Newton and Rudy Nebrez.
Isn't it? That's really good. Wow.
So let us know if you want this, John. We still got the ones from Ken coming in, but we've got these, and you can have them in black and white or in color. Right now, these are so gorgeous. I almost feel like black and white's the way to go.
I was gonna say that too. I think I like it more black and white.
I would want those colored, like if they were for me.
I think what
John, don't you want first two things before you claim them? Don't you want to know the price? Second, do you want them colored or in black and white?
Yes.
He answered yes to everything.
Yes.
I think those are very cool in black and white.
So wait a minute. That's Justice League and Doctor Strange.
All right. So if these, okay, black and white. Okay.
Yeah,
I was going to say if these were going to be colored, they would be $250, and we'd probably do them for $150. But since they're in black and white, they would probably be $200. And John, because you're the man, I'm going to give you both for $100. All right.
So
So
100 for both.
100 for both.
Okay,
Well,
and
you
it's
know
John
how we would-
Spilios.
Yep.
You know how we were discussing
John,
earlier?
John, honestly, if you turn this down, I was going to keep this because this looks like Don Newton and Rudy Nebrez, and I love Don Newton. I'll show you one thing that I have. I'll show you how much I love Don Newton. You guys talk. I'll be right back.
I was just going to say.
All right, actually, Nick, we're supposed to go to a break, but
It's not 7 o'clock. It's 6:39.
sorry.
We just came back from that break.
Remember how we were talking about?
Wait, who's the one that's drinking out of you two right now?
I know,
wish I
right?
was, man.
I figured out how Dynamite isn't making enough money.
Hey,
And giving books away at like half price, $10.
I don't have a watch on, so at least I got an excuse.
My Propel vodka is all set to go.
All right, let me get the other best offer out there. Unless, no, he's coming back. So whatever he's going to do, we're going to hear about it in a second.
Now, just real quick, check it out. I am such a huge Don Newton fan. I think outside of John Romita Jr., Don Newton is the art, or he's at least up there. I love you too, John. I just wanted to show you right away. Check out Don Newton art. This is inked by Alfredo Alcala. So look at how gorgeous that is.
That's pretty cool.
So that's why, like I said, that was very Don Newton, Rudy Nebres. You're really seeing more Don Newton in Dr. Fate and more Rudy Nebres in Doctor Strange. So,
man, that's cool covers.
This is gorgeous.
All right, Triple B is in the house. All right, Triple B. I finally got the Purgatories. All right, so here we go. We have Purgatory number 1, premium virgin metal cover by Antonio Fuso. It's just a retail of 100, and we've got this one for 60.
Oh man, that picture does not do that justice.
No, I'm still trying to
find. I mean, I don't mean that's a shot, but I mean literally.
No. I really wish there was some way to figure out a way to bring out the reflection in the metal without washing it out. And this time I just took the picture as opposed to last time I was scanning and tweaking the picture.
Tweaking the picture a little bit.
It just didn't look quite right.
Man, is this nice?
All right. Wait.
Bang.
Wait, hold up. We also have Purgatory Must Die number 1 by Colette Turner. Also suggested retail of 100, and we have this one for 60. Now,
that's a tough one.
If you want both, we'll do both for $100. Okay.
Oh wow.
So that'll be a $20 discount if you take both. Let me know what you want to do. All right. I already know you want to claim the Purgatory 1 by Fuso.
Yeah, he's gonna want them both. I wouldn't let that go.
I want him to answer.
Oh, all right.
John's over here like, yeah, sign him up for both. I know he wants both.
Oh, he has
okay,
that
gotcha.
one. Okay.
All right. So I'm putting you down, buddy.
We'll bill him for both, and I'll keep it then.
I swear on my life, I was just about to say that. I said, just bill for both. John will take the other. I was going to say.
All right. I don't. Triple B. I will look for the next show and see. I don't remember which one you bought, so it's been so long. So I'm gonna try to pull a few more out if we have them, and I'll have them on the next show, buddy. All right. So
do we just have one of those?
Well, might have 2.
Well, I was just thinking
you had to. John took the other one.
You know what I mean?
If anybody else wants them, let me know. I don't want to say anything because I don't know for a fact, and I don't want to promise something and then we don't have it. You know what I mean? That's always ugly. All right, so
yeah, that's a beautiful soup.
All right. So let's see. Oh, okay. Best offer Dynamite Mega Pack. All right, so this is $315 worth of books in here. So it includes Sheena Queen of the Jungle number 1, Rose Besh virgin cover, Evil Ernie number 1, Biggs metal cover. So Red Sonja Volume 2 number 3, high-end blood red ultra limited edition. And then we have Vengeance of Vampirella number 10, CGC graded 9.6. Altogether $350
Is there a white
value.
wedding here? Or Jeff Wedding?
I don't know. I don't know if I saw Jeff.
I don't know if I saw Jeff come in tonight.
Just real quick, don't change the graphic. Just wanted to show this real quick. Check it out. Influenced by J. Scott Campbell.
Nice.
Oh, did the metal covers get picked up?
One.
They did. One of them. Yeah.
Triple B had the other one already.
So
okay. Which one did he get?
He got the
first one, whatever that one was.
One by Fuso.
Fuso, not the one by Colette Turner.
Okay, so the Fuso one, this one.
Thank you.
Anything else get claimed?
Yeah, something else did get claimed.
The Justice League and Doctor Strange by John Stilios.
Okay.
It's already here.
All right, we got the $2 books. Check it out real quick. Born Again is coming. Real quick, $2 each. These 2 Daredevils. Let's see if we can get them off the rack. $2 each. Born Again. Frank Miller, David Mazzucchelli. $230, $231. They are not in the best of conditions, but these are a great read.
I mean, $2. Can't beat
$2.
that.
And then Astonishing X Tales, Kazar and Dr. Doom. You got the Red Skull, $2. Just thought I'd show the quick $2 books. This is like the $5 foot long, $2 reads.
$2.
That kid has more hair than me, so that $2 books. That's
Anything
right.
Rachel
There you
Holland
go.
Preston said.
Hey, Rachel Holland.
Wait, are you just commenting that they're $2 books, or do you want to buy all three, Thomas? Give us a little bit of clarity there. And then I got to get to work. I have fun with you guys, but I gotta work hard so that I can afford to do these shows. That was young Nick.
That was Nick.
All right, Tom Bishop, you got it, buddy.
You got it, buddy. All right. I love the fact that nobody bought the Flash. That
I'll
makes
tell you
me
right
feel
now, I
good.
was going to go find 8 quarters for this book if nobody else bought it. There's no way I was leaving without that.
We don't take cash.
We don't take cash. Oh, real quick, somebody
I got
mentioned
$10 from him once. You know what you know what I had? Wait, you know what I had to do? It wasn't. This is serious. This is not kidding. It wasn't worth the time to go to the bank to deposit the $10. Who deposits money anymore? Because everything's electronic.
Yeah.
So I actually had to put the $10 on my credit card for the item he bought.
Yikes.
We got you down, Thomas.
Real quick, I want to mention this. We have a few people that are going to be at MegaCon.
Marcus, that kid is way better looking than I ever was. I was an ugly.
I don't know. We saw pictures of you on Home Shopping Network back in the day.
This is before that. I was really ugly.
Oh,
Not that I'm not now, but
so yeah, Rachel Holland's going to be at MegaCon, right?
Rachel Holland is going to be at MegaCon. Mirka Andolfo is going to be at MegaCon. Okay. They just were putting that out there.
Cool.
Was it maybe Jacob Edgar might be at MegaCon? I'm trying to remember because I follow all these people on social media and I see them popping up. Going to be there. We have Jacob Edgar's book out this week, Rocket Man and Rocket Girl, which is sort of, I almost feel like that's one of those books I pestered Nick into publishing because, oh God, what do you want now? You want to know what's funny? Our creators are adorable. This is a name drop, I guess. I'm kind of texting back and forth with Jacob Edgar today. And I said to him,
that's a name drop.
I was done, but just real quick sneak peek. They're not finished being colored for Friday's show.
Oh,
nice.
No, I was not wearing. You know what? Actually, Lyle, my high school, St. Joe's Prep, which I hated. It was all rich kids, and I was far from rich. They were a lot of suburbanite rich kids who I did not get along with. I was the geek, the comic collector. I actually once wore red, I would say almost PJs for pants to school as a joke. I got the crap beat out of me for making fun of everybody, but the good thing is the blood really mixed in well with the pants. Not with my shirt or jacket, but with the pants.
Yeah,
and there's the history of the red pants.
Now think of how much you gouge them on the show when they call in for stuff, those people.
Right.
Bell bottoms.
No, not that old. Bell bottoms.
Corduroy. If you try to run in corduroys, you might set yourself up on fire.
All right.
I like corduroys.
But
I wore corduroys all through college.
There's a bunch of.
I am so sorry to explain.
There's a bunch of
quite a bit though, actually.
There's a bunch of
corduroys are awesome, man.
Going to be MegaCon, so absolutely check out.
Yeah, if you're going.
If you're going to be in the area, because I think didn't we already decide Kyle was going to be there, right?
No,
Robbie's going to be there, and Bueller's. There's going to be people there.
Comics with Bueller.
Like the award-winning people will go. We won't be there.
And really want to.
Yikes!
Man, the corduroys were always a hit. Oh, crazy.
Yeah, I don't think so.
See, that was the best thing about being fat from birth. Like, I never wore corduroys. They're in the husky size. No. I need the size pants your dad's wear, kid lady. No.
Oh my God! All right, so let's do. Did we do Moon Knight number 9? We did sort of, kind of.
We did the giveaway for it, and then mentioned it still exists.
Well, there is one more Moon Knight number 9 from 1981 that is available for purchase. It is a presumed grade of a 7.0, and we have the one for $10. I'm sorry. Yeah, John, I kind of do too, and it's Orlando. I actually love that part. I'm kind of a Disney park file. So I would love to be going, but that ain't not in the cards.
I don't like the heat. I hate the heat.
The passes.
It shouldn't be too bad right now.
The passes at the level I want to go are no longer available. I was kind of looking at a hotel room is no problem. I can get a hotel room. But the passes that I want, I don't want to wait on lines and everything. I just want to kind of shoosh along. And
you talking about Genie Plus?
Yeah. No, for the con itself.
Oh, for the con.
Like you don't think I go to Comic Con or C2E2 with like a person's badge, right?
I have no idea what you do.
That's way too much time. You get like this special sponsor promoter badge or whatever.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about? Of course. Those are all gone. I seriously, when Robbie said, it was really funny. It was the middle of the night. I'm awake because I'm a weirdo. Robbie tweets something or posts something like, "I'm on my way, y'all," and I thought to myself, wonder how hard it would be to get a room. So I open a thing, and I belong to a couple vacation clubs, so I'm clickety-clicking. And they're like,
yeah, that part can't be that hard. You're in Orlando, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, no, the room wasn't the problem. But then I reached out to a friend of mine who her full-time job is in American Express. Her part-time job or side hustle is kind of, I don't want to say ticket scalper, but she kind of finds stuff that's hard to find. And I messaged her, and she messaged me about 4 or 5 hours later, and she's like, "I'm out, man. I have nothing for MegaCon." And then, of course, she asked me the other thing: "Are you going to Comic-Con this year?" I'm like, I really miss the Crab Imperial at Lou and Mickey's. So, but you know what I need this year? I need a Dynamite badge.
You're talking to the wrong person. Straight up,
Dynamite badge.
I am so not in charge of that. Hey, Lyle, it's plus 13 Celsius.
Stop.
Balmy, dude. You should go get a tan.
Actually,
that's like the opposite. Lyle, it's 13 Celsius. Spilios is like it's 91 degrees today. It's heat miser and cold miser, man.
So that 91 degrees should be about, I want to say 30 something Celsius.
Dude, that system's made up. Stop. Metrics, all that stuff, algebra, that's all fake. Stop it. No, stop.
I'll be John's cameraman. We'll stream John at Con Live. That's a good one. I
think I was like 2017. I was at San Diego, and it was the first year that Twitter had like the live stream with no low. And I think I was on Twitter like it was like 40 minutes before it cut off, and I just kept doing that all day. I'm like, oh, I'm here. I'm waiting to meet the guys from Supernatural,
right?
And people who were following me were like, "F you, man."
Yo, my dad loves that show. He is obsessed with that show, and he's obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Nobody was like, "Dude, this is so cool that you're at Comic-Con and sharing it with us." Everybody was like, as if I didn't need another reason to hate you. I hope they push you out of line. Ouch. Oh yeah, people were so mean, and I thought to myself, my buddy who was with me is like, "Dude, do you want me to stop recording?" I'm like, "No, get another battery for the phone. I am not getting off at this point." And it was more and more like middle finger emojis, angry face emojis, the poop emoji, the eat poop thing, and I was just like.
So let me say this: Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it's coming up, is a very interesting phenomenon. I don't know how many times it's happened. Okay, when a TV show based on a movie is actually more popular than the movie.
Yes.
I think MASH is
I was
one
just
that's
saying
done
MASH
that.
is the first one that came to my mind.
Think of anything. I can't really think of anything that went that way. Can you?
Well, I don't know. You've got some of the Disney Star Wars stuff that's way more popular than that. Some of those movies are
but that's
compared
different.
to the Mandalorian.
You know what I'm saying? That's different.
I know what you're saying. But no, Buffy is one that comes to mind. A whole lot don't jump to mind like immediately.
I didn't know that Buffy was a movie.
Oh, it
was with Christy Swanson, who was like an '80s sort of box office.
You're right, Thomas Bishop. It did have a lot of problems.
The movie was not great. And then I guess Joss Whedon gets a hold of it and says, "Well, you should have done it this way." Stargate's another one.
Stargate, but the movie was popular. But that's a good one, Lars.
I did used to watch Stargate. I will say that was on Sci-Fi, wasn't it? Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah.
The Odd Couple, which started as a play,
That's true. Okay.
And then it went to a movie with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. And then it's been done at least 2 or maybe 3 times on TV.
Right. So, but it's rare. It's rare that happens. But man, Lyle, dude, Dirty Dozen. Okay. I don't know. Well, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. That movie, that might be like a, I don't know. That's sort of, because that movie was very popular.
That was a very popular movie. All right, let's get you know what? Let's get some of these Moon Knights out here. This is the cheapest Moon Knight we got for the evening. Moon Knight #1 from 2021. Presumed grade of a 9.0. Seen it floating around on the internet for about $15. We have it for $5.
Oh wow!
And we only have one at that price. All right.
That was a good start to the series. The series overall is good, 100%. It's worth the read if there's any Moon Knight fans out there, and I actually think $5 is cover price too. So
you're getting a cover price.
It's in the comic book store. They're not made.
Friday Night Lights.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess that TV show was popular.
It was,
and I don't know if the
movie. I thought the movie was pretty popular.
Yeah, Mr. Negative.
All right,
Mr. Negative.
Mr. Negative, it is yours, my friend.
There's also Moon Knight 3 going up tonight too. I don't know if you want to do that right away. That one's the first appearance of Hunter's Moon.
Yeah. But let me just say something, Mr. Negative. The screen name does not seem familiar. JD, if you could throw up the submission form.
Oh yeah.
So, Mr. Negative, when you claim something, we want you to fill out a submission form. Once that's done, we'll automatically get an email. We will invoice you out the next day. Be sure on the submission form to include your ship to address and your real name. All right. So, okay, but yeah, that's a good suggestion, Robbie. We'll do. Here's the other Moon Knight. Moon Knight #2, Legacy #202, and we got that one for $5 as well.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't even know we had #2 going up as well. I knew we had 3.
And
Mr. Negative's a good dude though. He's always in my streams.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, everybody that watches is a pretty good dude or gal or whatever.
No, but if it's the first time somebody's bought something for sure, we want to make sure they have their ship to address, their real name. I don't know if we put something in the mail with Mr. Negative, it just shows up.
Right.
Which would be kind of cool. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Did I call AR Robbie again?
Yeah.
Did I? Oh my God! That's it. Show's over.
I suddenly understand that you have 2 ex-wives, Rick.
Rick.
I'm gonna be honest. That may be. I think that was the 3rd time tonight you may have called me Robbie.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh my God! That's
Just so you know, next week when
John's doing the rest of the show, I'm out of here.
Next week when Robbie and I are doing this show by ourselves, everybody, you know why.
Large man, Jimmy Neutron.
I don't know if that was a joke, but you. I don't know if that was a joke, but you just called me Robbie too.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Boom! Whoa! I'm kind of forward for you, man. Well, thank you, Captain Pickard. I appreciate it.
Nah, you know what? If this is how it's gonna be, it's just gonna be me doing the show. Old Robbie over here.
Probably better that way if he just took it over.
All right, Robbie. All right, guys. Once Moon Knight's out of the way, Robbie here, AR Robbie, running the show. There's a 10-pack reader set.
They're starting to blend together because Robbie doesn't wear the hat anymore.
Not only that, but the best part of that was AR looked like Moon Knight. And I'm
John.
like, I got it. He did. He looked like Moon Knight. I was like, holy, I've never seen the two of them in the same room before.
That's the thing. Have you ever seen us both in the same room? Both used to wear hats, and now neither of us wear hats.
Look who's talking. Oh, we were doing beer and wine tasting. That's drinking.
Yeah, my dude's got vodka in that water bottle. Don't get it twisted.
I mean, the only way it's not drinking, John, okay, the only way that's not drinking is if you take that little bit of beer and you spit it back out.
That would be rude.
Yes, it would be. No, I wasn't drinking. We were tasting.
Nobody,
it's the same thing.
Nobody likes a spinner. No.
Yeah, actually, that Hugh said it best. Now we know who everyone likes in this little room now.
All right.
Old AR over here just getting tossed to the back.
So basically, you know what? To solve this problem, because John and I are way too old to change. To solve this problem,
he's gonna change his name.
We're gonna start referring to you as Robbie 2.0. Okay.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Does he get an award?
Robbie 2.0 over here.
We'll get you one. I'll make something up. I can get you a softball award. Would you be okay with that?
You know he's a successful YouTuber, right?
That's a stretch.
Alec, wait a minute.
That's
Between
a
Alec and
stretch.
Robbie, dude. Between Alec and Robbie, compared to us, they're both successful YouTubers.
I wouldn't even begin to comment on the income from YouTube that he makes.
We're a couple of old guys.
Me,
Preston. That's
it
Robbie.
ain't much.
Oh, I want to be hip with the kids. All right, we got to go. This is a good point. Go to our next break.
We'll be back.
Oh yeah. Yeah, way to cut the conversation for a commercial.
We'll be back. God'll be back. Robbie 2.0 will be back as well.
God.
Yeah, we'll see who comes back after this break. All
The
right.
The dog's name is Miss Ellie, right?
I remember.
Yeah, you get that one. All right. Yeah.
I love.
Why was Princess Zelda sad after watching a bunch of YouTube videos? She couldn't find the link in the description. We'll stop if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's super easy. Click subscribe and click the bell when you do. And thanks for supporting the EXP.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise of adventure, a promise of excitement, a promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey, and behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today. Visit comicshoplocator.com today. You just finished the last episode of your favorite new show, and you just have to talk about it. But all your friends are ghosting you because of that incident last week at the buffet. Oh, you know the one. What you did to that chowder. Ugh. Keeps me up at night. So what do? Join writer Dan Wickline as he breaks down all your favorite pop culture media. Whether it's a review of the latest nerdy TV show or a dive back into the history of your favorite comic characters, Dan's ready to discuss all the hottest topics live. Join the conversation as Dan live streams Tuesday through Thursday at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. The Dan Wickline Show on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Go follow The Experience on TikTok at @the_EXP1 or scan the QR code on the screen. Our TikTok is like everywhere else we are, except you only have to deal with us for a minute. Seems like a win-win to me.
Hey, we're back with John and Robbie 2.0.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, Alec. Dude, it has been a long weekend. It's only Wednesday, for God's sake. So, let me get the last Moon Knight, the last Moon Knight in a run. Moon Knight.
See, I like that. On Monday, you should intro Robbie as the man who is disappointingly not AR Comic. That's the makeup intro.
Listen, Jim. Okay, I'm trying to get to Moon Knight number 3. All right.
We should go to Moon Knight. Generally, you're not that strong with the comics, but go ahead.
Look, Jay.
All right, Jeff.
What would have been better is if they'd have put up a different book than Moon Knight.
Listen, Jim Bob. We've had enough of your nonsense. Amy, go into John's car and take everything out. All
Those
right.
boxes are heavy. She needs help to get those out.
John got real quiet for a second. He said, oh no.
Oh my God, we're going off the rails now. All right, Moon Knight number 3, Legacy number 203. Presumed grade of 9.0. We have found it in the wild for 20, and we have this one for 10.
No, this is a good one. Hunter's Moon is still relevant in the series, and we're like 23 issues deep or something. Like that's a character that has stuck around the entire series.
Preston.
One Wednesday he pops up, and it's not AR. It's just Moon Knight sitting there.
Gout come up.
I saw someone put that, and I've seen like 3 more.
The Gout Father. You know, I get that question all the time. Dude, you're massive and you're old. You must have gout. And I'm like, no. And they're like,
and
how?
Your answer should be, I drink like a fish too.
Somebody said that. I was like, yeah, beer neutralizes gout. Don't be stupid. It's science.
Oh my Lord.
That's why my dad claims he never gets sick. It's the beer. It kills off everything that it needs to kill.
So bourbon should be better.
Right?
All right. So let me get, you know what? Let me get a couple more books, and then it's going to be time for the Rex Cab. All right. So,
Mr. Negative got a claim.
Yeah, no, Mr. Negative wants those. So.
I'll get all 3. I love this issue. Okay, so Moon Knight 1, 2, and 3 are going to go to our buddy Mr. Negative.
I'd say overall, that's a good series. It's surprisingly really good for Marvel. What was it? Is it Jed McKay? Is that his name?
Yeah, I believe so.
That's the backhanded burial. That's surprisingly good.
You're not as ugly. Imagine you'd be.
I go into all Marvel series the same way. I expect to spend $5 or $6 and move on to the next book when it's done. That's what it is.
Not like Boom IDW good, but it's good for Marvel.
It is good. I like it.
All right, so I want to remind everybody we have the CGC 9.8 giveaway in celebration of 1,500 subscribers. We have not given that away yet. We're going to obviously give it away in the next hour. I don't know when yet. Thank you, JD. Hashtag CommunityEXP, all lowercase. You only need to enter it once. Please just enter it once. What's so funny?
Gout Speed Rev Run.
Who? I don't understand.
If somebody does have gout, I understand that. It's terrible.
I hear it's very painful.
My great-grandfather has gout.
It all started when Stevie B said that he had a bad case of gout from all the name dropping in Monday's show.
Oh, that's the one we missed. Gotcha.
Dwayne's the Pain. Right. That's a good one. Not making Marvel purchases. I'm donating to them. Right. Yeah, you said they're losing money. I'm helping them.
You know what?
You're getting their money back.
All kidding aside, Eric's talked about this a bunch of times, and he's right. Like, we joke around a lot, but the creative energy isn't there. So if you're continuing to buy the product, and he's not wrong, the creative energy isn't there. The creative energy is at Image, Boom, IDW, whatever, right? Other independent press. You are essentially donating almost the way, you go and you see your old drunk uncle and you leave the food there and you leave a few bucks on the counter, because once upon a time he was the man. Now he's just a guy. And that's, I think, the case with Marvel. There was a time where they gave us they gave us a ton of, they gave us Spider-Man and all this stuff. And, now we're getting,
Wait. Hold on. You guys want to? Well, let me get. Go ahead.
We got something good. Yeah, this ad kept popping up in Marvel this week. Look at this. Issue 26. It says the most shocking issue of Amazing Spider-Man in 50 years. Now I know they're full of it on that one.
You know what? Maybe it will be something cool. Like Peter Parker will finally have enough, and he'll just drop the Punisher off a roof.
No, they have
great, but you know what would be really good? If he could fly.
They have been saying for the last 2 years with this Amazing Spider-Man run, every time it hit a big issue, it was the most shocking issue of Amazing Spider-Man. No, the only thing shocking is that people are still reading it.
You think there's like one intern that cuts and pastes all this stuff, or has like a magic 8-ball, shakes it, looks around. It's most exciting issue in 50 years again. Drags it right over to the promo material.
The only people that I know that are still buying the Amazing Spider-Man series, they're buying it because they collect the Amazing Spider-Man and they're not reading it. I don't really know anyone that's still reading it. Sure, I get some comments here and there like, yeah, I'm still reading it. It's not that good or it's okay. But I don't know one person that's actively reading it that's like, this is a great series. I love it. I don't know one person.
I have a friend of probably about 40 or 45 years. Spider-Man is his thing. The last 8 or 9 years, he buys everything. It sits in a box. And when he takes his vacation, the box goes into his Jeep. The Jeep goes up to the Poconos, and that's when he reads Spider-Man. He's like, if I get through the year, that's great. If I don't get through the year, the box gets closed. He's not even bagging and boarding these books anymore. And this is a guy who has literally spent and bid, not successfully, but multiple times on like quality copies of Amazing Fantasy 15.
Right.
And now he's just like, it's what I do on my vacation. You know, he's got like a place up in the Poconos, and that's what he does, right? He goes up there, bunch of stuff. He's a big gin guy. It's like a little gin and tonic, and he sits out there and he reads the Spider-Man comics and listens to music. And he said, you know, and I enjoy it because I'm literally doing it once a year. So when Alec is like, yeah, these books aren't good, it almost doesn't matter for someone like him because he's literally reading it once a year.
Right.
So he doesn't care. And it makes me wonder, like, are you guys even looking at these books anymore? Or are you just putting them in a bag and putting them in a board and a box and, okay, I'm done?
That's what my dad does. He hasn't actively read Spider. He's bought every ASM issue over all of these years now. He hasn't read it in years. I couldn't tell you the last time he picked it up. But he buys them all.
That's kind of sad, though, right?
Yeah, he knows it's not good. He opens it up and he just looks at it. He says, "This artwork is terrible." And based on what you tell me, I already know the story's not going to be good. He just flips through it and is like, "This is going to be terrible."
Dad watches this show and says, "Nope, not reading that again." Son hates it.
He does do that. He asked me about books. I mean, he doesn't really get anything anymore. He gets Spidey, Hulk, Thor, like pretty much the characters that he really grew up reading. Yeah. He's been, I think, keeping up with Thor. I don't think he likes it. He says that he actually stopped getting the new Hulk. That's how much he doesn't like it. So that's really saying something if he actually stopped getting it.
I have somebody else in my group that did that too. Huge Hulk fan, has a Hulk tattoo on his calf, like a legit Hulk fan. Has not read the Hulk in 13, 14 years because he just didn't like all the weird sort of incarnations. And this is a guy that spent serious money on like original artwork and commissions and stuff like that. Like I said, he has a tattoo. Nope. He's just like, I picked the stuff up. And, you know, even in the 90s, he was complaining about the art style and he didn't like this and that. The Pantheon was stupid. And then he dives back into it to just see if he likes it. And they're literally doing the same stuff again. He picks up a book and it's still Maestro and Pantheon. He's like, did he do nothing in 20 years? I'm like, well, and then I made the mistake of telling him to get the Alex Ross run, right? Everybody knows I love Alex Ross. I don't care what he draws.
That run is really good, though. I
thought that run was very good. It was just too much of a culture shock for him from Hulk Smash. It was just like too much. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a guy well into his 50s like me. That was too much of a culture shock for him. You know,
now it did start off differently, though. It started off like, I'd say kind of like an older Hulk series where they're treating him like a monster. He's on the run. Like, you know, people don't really.
Yeah, they shifted gears.
Yeah, they went a weird way. I will say that. They went a very weird way.
I got to tell you what the first kind of like arc or whatever you want to call it was almost like a horror comic.
Yeah, that was one. That was incredible. It was so good.
And it was. And it was legitimately terrifying to think all of a sudden you walk into a room and there's a Hulk. Like, oh, my life can be measured in like milliseconds. I'm screwed here.
Yeah, they were treating him like he's a myth. It was people telling stories about the Hulk. Oh, we ran into the Hulk and he killed off our entire group. It was wild. He's scary. And it was so cool. But then it got weird.
He's like running around emaciated in hell and he's got a giant hole. And I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah, I think it was issue 25 that they took a really odd turn. And then I will say it did slow down. It got a little boring and not really my thing. the ending almost felt rushed because they were building up for it for so long, and then it just kind of happened. But overall, it's some of the better Hulk stuff that I've read in quite some time. I will say that much. Now, the new Hulk series is going to be really cool, I think. They said they're going back to the original, like, Incredible Hulk. It's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and he's doing Alien series, and Nick Klein is going to be on the artwork, and they're talking about how they're going back to the horror roots. They're going back to him being a monster, and they said, like, if you're a fan of the original Hulk stuff, you will probably really enjoy this too. So I'm excited.
I have to. I'm not. See, I like that. I always thought that. I mean, I guess there was this. Stanley talked about this was like their envisioning of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but in science, right? And that's kind of has its roots in horror to a certain extent. I know. Look, that's one of those things they debate: is it horror? Is it science fiction? Whatever. But I think either way, it worked really well. And then, of course, the Hulk just wound up, years and years of years of just like a big stupid guy drawn the same way, and you just sort of it drifted into the background. Every once in a while an artist brings Hulk out, you get a really cool idea. I think that is a much better, rather than just have him running around, he's an Avenger, he's not an Avenger, he's here, he's there. I think the idea that people don't believe in him 100%, the idea that one of the comics, that Alec Ross one, I remember there's a panel where somebody said, oh yeah, they blamed the mine collapse on the made up Hulk monster, and of course it was like Bruce Banner was down in the mine, freaked out, destroyed the thing. But I thought that vibe is way better.
You got it, Preston. All right, let me throw two more books out there. All right, so we have DK3 Master Race #1, Dynamic Forces exclusive variant cover.
It's a cool cover.
I don't think we actually sold this ourselves by itself.
Ooh.
I found it on the internet for floating around $45. We have the one available for $19.86.
Oh, wow.
And that is the exclusive DF cover. All right. Then we have, all right, let's get some Dynamite books. We have Death to the Army of Darkness #1, Atlas edition signed by Ryan Parrott.
Nice.
Suggested retail $49.99. We have the one available for $19.93. All right, so here we go. Let's do the Rex Cap.
Oh, real quick. Speaking of Army of Darkness, I saw the movie preview.
I wanted to bring that up too, man. That looks so awesome.
Do the Rex Cap 1 second. Yeah, I saw that, and you know how. I love Bruce Campbell, and I love all the stuff that Dynamite does. I think everybody knows that. But they sort of shifted Evil Dead from its original horrifying roots. I mean, kids in the 80s watching this on VHS in basements, this was legitimately a scary movie. You know what I mean? I remember that experience. They shifted it to the point where, it's by the time you get to, was it on Stars? Now it's on Netflix. Army of Darkness. It's almost like horror comedy in a way. Because Bruce Campbell is so versatile as an actor, they kind of made it funny. You know what I mean? It looks like they are taking Evil Dead back to its roots, talking about Hulk and that preview is legitimately disturbing. You can see people kind of flinch a little bit in the movie, right?
Ooh.
This is when I was watching John Wick, so this is a pretty hardened crowd. Right. You know when you go see a John Wick movie what you're going in for, right? This is a family film. People next to me or a few seats over, they kind of flinched a little bit, and I was like, this is going to be good.
All right, so let's do the Rex Cap. All right, so start off with the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles. Suggested retail of cover price of $3.99 or higher, so $40 or higher. And as always, as a thank you to our viewers, we have the pack for $5. So 50 cents a copy. You can't lose there. Then we just did DK3 Master Race #1, Dynamic Forces exclusive variant cover. Seen it on the internet for around $45. We have the one available for $19.86. Then we did Death to the Army of Darkness #1, Atlas edition, signed by Ryan Parrott. Suggested retail $49.99, and we have the one available for $19.93.
Yeah, Marcus is right. He actually said it. By the time you got to Army of Darkness, this is more of a comedy based in horror than, you know what I mean, than the original.
So then we had crossover #1, cover A, signed by Donny Cates. Suggested retail $49.99. It is number 16 of 115 signed. And it is a best offer book starting at $16. Then we have Purgatory Must Die, number 1 by Colette Turner. Suggested retail of $100, and we have the one available for $60.
The angle of it is so cool.
And I cannot believe that nobody has bought this at this price with a remark and 2 signatures. The Flash number 220 signed by Howard Porter and remark.
This is still there? I thought this was gone.
Remark with a Flash head sketch by John Livesey. And we have the one number 11 of 40 for $19.56. Dual signed book with a remark head sketch. Then we did Moon Knight number 9 from 1981. We have one available for $10, presumed grade of a 7.0.
Is that character Midnight that he's fighting?
All right, so Lars Man is claiming the Flash. You got it, Lars Man.
I'm trying to remember. That's a good pickup, Lars Man. Nick said we couldn't buy it. And you know what? Nick often asks me not to take books.
Yeah, that's a little different.
How's that worked out?
Yeah, that's slightly a different scenario.
My comic store opens.
All right, so next up we have Loot Crate Beast Wars Transformers collectible figure. It is a best offer starting at $10.
Nice.
Then we did the Dynamite Mega Pack. Includes Sheena Queen of the Jungle number 1, Rose Besh Virgin cover, Evil Ernie number 1, Biggs metal cover.
That
Red
Evil Ernie
Sonia.
metal cover is so cool.
Got that one. Thank you, JD. Evil Ernie number 1, Biggs metal cover. Red Sonia number 3, High End Blood Red Ultra Limited Edition. And then Vengeance of Vampirella number 10, CGC graded 9.6. $315 in value, and it is a best offer starting at $125. All right, so let me see. Let's throw a couple more out there.
Somebody called the horror comedy genre zombie, and now I'm going to need us to do like a zombie book here at Dynamite.
All right, so a couple of Star Wars books. We have Star Wars: The Force Awakens number 2.
Hey, it's not like Vampirella hasn't worked in the music industry in the past.
All right, and give JD. So there we go. And we have this one available for $20. And then we also have Star Wars number 50.
Oh.
And we have this one for $10.
Oh man, that is a sweet cover.
So, all right. You know what? Let's go ahead and finish the Moon Knights out. All right, so we also have Moon Knight number Moon Knight number 38. Presumed grade of a 7.0 from 1984. See it on the internet for around $39. We have the one available for $25. Then we have Moon Knight number 188, second printing. Presumed grade of a 7.0. And see it on the internet for around $29. And we have the one available for $20. All right, so then we have the Trial Moon Knight number 188 from 1990. Presumed grade of an 8.5, and we have the one available for $10. All right. Evil Man, but there's no online to prove it was published CCL. Huh. Hopefully Nick's watching. That's an interesting point.
Wait, I'm not reading this. What's that? No online resource to prove it was published.
Huh.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
All right, and then finally, Moon Knight number 11, 1981.
That's odd.
Presumed grade of a 9.0. And see this on the internet for $25, and we have the one available for $20. Lars, man, send me a separate invoice if you don't mind, man. Or send me a separate invoice. Send me a separate email with explaining what happened there. All right, And
he should send you an invoice because this show's been rocky tonight. There's intoxication
because
in
you've
the
been
host.
drinking.
Me?
Oh, stop with the wine tasting.
You both have. You called me Robbie multiple times.
Hey, Robbie 2.0. Settle down.
All right,
You don't Alan here next week. It's your fault.
All right. Did you just call him Alan?
Yeah, that was intentional.
All right. So we got 4 minutes left before we got to go to break. So let's wait until after the break to talk about New Comic Book Day. So Jim and Andy over there. You
The
guys
mystery of why your coffee smells like cough syrup when we're right back.
Yeah, Lars, man, and we'll try to figure it out. We'll help you figure it out, buddy. Thank you, Kenneth Bird. Yeah, hit the like button. Also, just to make sure, because we're going to do it the next half hour, the giveaway for this the 9.8 slab. If you haven't, you only need to do it once. Hashtag community EXP, all lowercase. Enter it in the chat just one time, and you'll be eligible for the drawing in the next half hour. All right, so let me see. Oh, let me throw this out here.
Yeah, we have a couple of things. When we come back from the break, we should talk about New Comic Book Day a little bit.
Yeah, no, we're going to do that right away. But this one I want to throw up there. Alec, you may not recognize these characters, but bear with us.
Oh, here we go.
Harley's Angels versus the Bionic Woman #1. Atlas edition signed by Cameron Diodoro. That's as close as I'm getting. Suggest retail $49.99, and we have the one available for $19.77.
These were really cool. They did the Bionic Woman and Wonder Woman. They did Bionic Woman and Charlie's Angels. These crossovers were very cool.
That is not Farrah Fawcett.
No, that's probably after she left the series. That's Tanya. I can't think of her last name now.
Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, things.
All right, Preston, you got it, buddy. Yeah, I got to tell you, a wave of nostalgia hit me.
Thomas Bishop tried to get one too. Do we have more than one?
Thomas, maybe. I may be able to find another one, buddy. So I'm going to put you down here as well. And I will email you.
Because those are really cool.
I think we do have another one. So I may be able to give it to both of you. Preston is ahead of you by a millisecond, though. Not me, Lars, man. Not Minneapolis. Not John. John's going to the shore. Robbie, Alec, I don't think it's going. I did it again.
Are you doing it on purpose?
No, that time was just legitimate.
Now the alcohol's really kicking in for him.
I wish.
I have not smelled coffee that smells like cough syrup before, so I'm wondering what roast you're using.
It's called water, bro. Because I'm finding if I drink coffee during the show, what ends up happening is I don't sleep well. So.
Producer got jokes, huh?
Producer's got jokes.
The name change, Robbie 2.0.
2.0. Oh yeah, there you go.
Another Robbie.
I kind of like the way the way TJ wrote this. AR has seen Cocaine Bear. Perhaps we should ask AR.
Have you?
AR has not seen Cocaine Bear.
Thank you.
I would like to see it though. I haven't heard great things, but I heard it's a really fun movie, so that's kind of all that matters.
That's exactly. It's a great, terrible movie. I don't know how else to put it that way. Like I'm sitting in the theater, and it's bad. It's not good, but I'm just laughing, and it's, you know what I mean. You're like, it's a bear on cocaine. There's nothing that's not inherently funny about that.
I'm expecting when I watch it to just be a stupid movie that I think is funny. Like I don't want to call it like super bad, like put it in that category of a movie, but like that realm, just like a goofy, dumb movie.
You have a couple beers or something, you watch the movie, it gets like a little bit funnier.
All right, so we're going to go to our last and final break. When we get back, we'll talk about New Comic Book Day. We have the last giveaway to give away, and we'll get through the rest of the books. All right, so stay with us.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.
Did you know that across America there are over 2, maybe even 3 live stream producers who can't even afford Mountain Dew? Take Brian here. Brian has gone 2 weeks without a sip of Red Bull. If it goes on much longer, he may take a shower and get a real job. Situations like this are as tragic as they are preventable. Join the experience on YouTube and gain access to special emojis and members-only streams. For less than a cup of coffee, you can keep socially awkward hermit people working from their parents' basements where they belong. Scan the QR code on the screen to join. You'll be glad you did.
What if Hans Gruber from Die Hard had to battle the Joker from Batman the Animated Series in a dance battle? Or who would win in a race between Baby from Baby Driver and Snidely Whiplash? If Austin Powers and Shrek found themselves in a hot dog eating contest, who would emerge victorious? These are the questions we talk about on Nerd Killer Warfare. Debate the most absurd questions you've ever heard in popular culture. Register now by scanning the QR code or visiting bit.ly/EXP casting.
Hey, we're back.
Hello.
John is wandering around again. No, the camera is Diaz one. So Alec, did you watch Charlie's Angels, the movies?
I watched the one that I think was from like 2001, the one with Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
That's the one I've seen. Only one of them. I don't know if there's more than one.
3 of them, weren't there?
Alex isn't that young. It's like we're not babysitting. I mean, what are you in your 30s?
Come on, man. I just turned 30.
Yeah,
you don't need to bring that up.
You guys are making it seem like he's sitting on a
Dude,
phone
I got
book.
shoes older than him. Just saying.
I probably would have shoes older than him if I wasn't like so wasteful and just,
Yeah, well, the reason these are shoes I keep mainly because my mom was old school. You buy good shoes, everything else can be cheap. So
I still wear clothes that I had from high school. I don't buy clothes. I don't buy new clothes, shoes.
Well, first of all, you were in the military, so what you wore was already prescribed. Okay, so that kind of made choosing, I guess, what you had to wear every morning a little bit easier.
That's just a uniform. That's all that is. Just a uniform.
No, but you know what you got to throw on. There's something to that.
See, there's something appealing to that. If it wasn't like the whole discipline and don't be fat thing, I've been happy to be a cook in the Navy my whole life. But you actually have to do stuff like defend democracy. But if it was just being on a boat and wearing the same clothes, I'd have been a cook in the Navy. I'd have been happy with that.
So Lars, man. So quick, and then we'll get into New Comic Book Day. But my mom would buy shoes from, you probably remember the store, Floor Shine.
Oh yeah, that was where you went back then.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's right. Yeah.
And we bought a pair of
It's just like
leather.
Foot Locker. He's gonna say what's Foot Locker. That's funny.
Oh come on! I had friends that worked at Foot Locker.
So
my dad worked at Foot Locker. That would have been funny.
So these were shoes that my mom and I went and bought for my high school graduation. Right, they were nice shoes, and I didn't wear them for years. Okay, and I kept them around, and they're perfectly good shape. No, stop it. But they were getting kind of, like the inside sole needs to be replaced, the bottom heel. So the problem is Marcus. There you go, local cobbler. I couldn't find one. I remember growing up, there was one on every block practically, right? You go there and get a new heel put in, new sole put in. They punch new holes in a belt if you needed. And I finally found one at the Berlin Mart.
they are in weird little places. For years, they would be in that like unknown corner of malls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then the mall space became at such a premium, they couldn't afford to be
shoes
there.
became disposable.
Now the malls are empty, so there's nobody there. Yes.
Well,
Plus
no. The Berlin Mart, the farmer's market.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's like right in Terminal Market. That cobbler is way in the back.
Right. He's in the center aisle.
Yeah.
Well, I found him and brought the shoes to him, and he, cleaned them up, shined them up. They look like brand new. I haven't worn them, but, I kept them because, something I still have left from my mom, and the lesson she told me: you buy good shoes, they'll last forever. And man, she's right. She was right, and we weren't rich or anything like that, but she believed in that. Nowadays, you buy shoes, the heel. Well, you can't even replace the heel and the sole.
Well, they decided
it's molded plastic.
There was a time where you wanted to make the best of everything, and the idea was you would sell more. Yeah, but the problem is you would sell more initially, and then you wouldn't see the same person who you sold an oven or refrigerator or car to for 20 years.
But again, the price was, you're talking about handcrafted stuff. But what's ironic was I'm talking to the cobbler because, I wanted to get the shoes repaired and shined, and he did a great job. The irony of my life, we start chatting a little bit, and turns out his daughter played softball in college as well.
Oh, my God.
It was funny. It was hilarious. We knew all the same people. But so, I got to say, I love those. I don't know if I'll ever wear them again. They're kind of out of style. They had pointy toes. Remember those?
I found when I was in Ireland, and this is a while ago, probably 20 years ago, I found a cobbler shop, and it literally looked like it was out of, I don't think I have pictures on this phone, but it was literally like out of one of those fairy tale stories or something. It was like a brick and a little step, and you had to go down a little bit, and there's like a little old man in there, and a girl's at the counter, and the whole time, and we found this place in, when we were in Ireland, we started drinking at about 10 or 11 o'clock because, again, it's the middle of the afternoon. And this girl is sitting there, and I'm telling the guys that don't go in there, man. This is a place of business. Don't mess around. But everybody is convinced that this is like a movie set or for a TV show. Guy's got the little glasses, you know what I mean? He's there messing around. And I'm like, this is this dude's livelihood. Don't go in there. And people are trying to take pictures and stuff in front of the door. And I think the lady's like, oh, God, we're drunken Americans. Thanks. Really appreciate that. But it was so cool that this guy was like on this one street, he was like the busiest dude. Everybody was going in there to repair their leatherware and this and that. He was repairing the leatherworks in people's car. Like the middle console thing.
Expand it out, man.
And I thought to myself, this thing is, you know what I mean? And in this country, I can't even find, our country is what 25 times the size of Ireland? I can't even find someone.
Berlin Mart.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. Yeah, New Jersey can very much be broken up ethnically. You've got like the Italian American section, Irish American section, and then you kind of have this weird sort of like nativist South Jersey section.
John lives in the comic book geek section of New Jersey. All right, so let's talk about New Comic Book Day, because Triple B was, I think he wants to hear about it.
Alec, what did you hate?
Ah, come on, man. Don't start with that. No, it was a good week. It was good books.
We should do a thing where it's like this week's New Comic Book Day Alex report, and the color goes to like black and white, and there's like funereal music.
Let's see. These were probably we'll put those there. Those were probably the most interesting ones of the week. Before
wise, can I afford to not pay John anymore?
At this point, I'm billing you.
Well, Charlie's Angels versus Bionic Woman. Hopefully, we have two. I think that we do.
Yeah, you got two buyers for those if you have two.
Yeah, I think we do. Purgatory went to Triple B. The Flash went to Lars Man. Somebody that
did anybody put in the best offer on the Dynamite Mega Pack?
Nobody did.
Guys,
however, somebody new to our show, but a regular for Alec, Mr. Negative, bought all the 2021 Moon Knights.
Nice.
And
thank you, sir.
Obviously, Tom Bishop bought the.
Can you pull the Flash down? Like, that's the one I forgot to pull down at the break.
Oh, who bought it?
Who bought the Flash?
Lars.
Lars, man.
Thanks, Lars, man. Thanks. What's
right.
a 9.6? Oh, Lars, come on. Look at this. It's a $90 book. Come on. Then you have a $50 Rose Besh cover of Sheena. Then you have, oh my God, limited to 50 in the world, Red Sonja cover by Jenny Frison. Really? And then a Metal Evil Ernie. Oh, you have all of them. Now you tell me. All right. 100, 200, 250, $340, guys. $340 worth of books. Tell you what, Lars, man, I'll sell you the Vampirella for $40, and then we'll offer the rest for $85. How about that? I know, Lars, man. I know. I love you, buddy. I really, really do. And you know what? You or any of the community who bought the Flash, I'm happy. I love it, but I'm glad. Wait, what do you mean claim the rest?
All right, so
I thought you had everything. Lars, man, what are you claiming? The Vampirella being what you don't have, or everything but the Vampirella? All right, once Lars, man, clears it up, sounds like we may have a done deal.
All right, so 9.6 looks like we'll end up going.
Okay, so the 9.6 is going to Preston.
All right, so that's going to Preston
for $40.
All right, hold on. Thank you. Okay, and the rest is going to
Lars, man.
Lars, man, for how much?
85.
Okay, got it. All right.
BBB, we did Dynamite Math.
Dynamath.
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 Don't ask me.
I just work here.
All right, you know what? While you're in here, let's do the lone CCA of the night. Invincible Iron Man number 600, signed with Nick Fury cover sketch and the American flag by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. It is $119.99, and it is one of our 5-star at $50 books.
You know what?
Nice.
Now it's not going to be. Go ahead.
Let's do it for $41.19.
So it is $41.19.
The year Sergeant Fury appeared.
Nope. The first year Captain America appeared, but I think that's an homage to a Captain America piece.
It's the Gout, people.
Oh my
The
God.
Gout.
And would that make Amy Electro Woman?
Oh my God, that's funny.
Nah, Amy's young, so she would be Dyna Girl.
Oh, that would be a cool cosplay though. Get her the big breast thing.
Oh my gosh.
I do not know what BBB is talking about, and I'm letting it go. $41.19 for this commission cover art. Wow. All right, I should get fired.
All right, so we got a couple.
That's a really cool one. I'm honestly surprised.
I doubt it.
Go ahead, AR.
right.
What were you gonna say?
I'm surprised nobody snagged that. It's a solid deal for that book.
It's got like Steranko energy, which I absolutely love.
John, you know what? The Superpowers books aren't selling as well as we hope, so we're putting out the one shots, trying to find an audience.
All right, Thomas Bishop, you got it, buddy.
Nice.
All right, Thomas Bishop, congratulations.
Yeah, John, I was talking as soon as I walked in here. The first thing I said,
The very first thing
was about Rocket Man and Rocket Girl. I love that. It very much had that. I kind of talked to the writer today, Jacob Edgar, and I told him it had a real comic strip energy to it. It was great.
Which Moon Knight is that?
38. This is a great cover. This is a great issue. Talk about a book worth buying just for the cover.
30, okay.
Those OG Moon Knight covers are really nice.
So in the wild for 39, and we have the one for 25, presumed grade of 7.0.
Let's make it an even 20. Somebody pick this up. It's a beautiful cover.
Are they all Sienkiewicz? Is that who did the original covers?
This is not Sienkiewicz. This is actually Mike Kaluta. It's really nice. So I dropped it to 20 to make this an easy pickup. This is gorgeous, guys.
All right, so
Moon Knight is
while
slumming into
Nick's
the
in here,
shadow.
let's get through the rest of the books real quick.
Wow, that is a
You
really
want
cool
to
cover.
Well, we got Nick in here, so let's do this first.
Okay.
Batman number 91, signed by James Tinian IV. Number 22 of 140, signed, and suggested retail $49.99, and we have $22.
A steal, blockbuster price. I gotta go, or Amy's gonna get mad at me.
All right, then we have.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's already mad, sir.
The one shots have sold okay, John, not as well as we'd like. So we're trying to figure it out. But Perez did a great job on it. He really, really did.
All right.
Catman and Kitten was very good.
It was.
Jeff Parker did another creator that I pester quite often. They love doing those books. It's like a real change of pace.
What we might do, what we're trying to do, is possibly do a Kickstarter to launch some of these. But we need to feel like the Kickstarters will succeed.
So you don't think Captain Battle Jr. will make?
I would love for Captain Battle Jr. to work. We'll figure it all out. It's a matter of getting the right talent and getting there. Yep, I ate it weird. I had Chick-fil-A.
Hell yeah.
All right, so then we have Future State.
Sorry, chicken and waffle fries and lemonade. I got a meal.
Oh my God, it's the same thing my wife is eating. Literally, she told me she stopped at Chick-fil-A and she got that same exact meal.
That's funny.
That is funny.
All right, so Future State Justice League number 1, signed
chicken
by
or
Joshua Williamson.
Right there.
Suggested retail of $49.99 is number 1 in the edition of only 55 signed, and we have one for $39.99.
This was cool. I almost think a little bit Future State is more like I loved it, but I'm kind of like I was hoping for more. But as usual, DCs, and they don't sort of,
Right. All right, so then we have Detective Comics number 1034, signed by Joshua Williamson. Number 8 of only 39 signed. Suggested retail of $49.99, and we have the one for $27.
Preston and John, I love the Green Llama. I was pestering Nick for a Green Llama t-shirt.
Breaking news. We were going to send this to James at Mint Hunter for the Mint Hunter Tuesday show. X-Men 500,
Nice.
Alex Ross cover, signed by Matt Fraction. Has a little bit of a smear right there where he signed it. But this is number 3 of 32. X-Men 500. Only 32 of these were signed.
And Matt Fraction doesn't do a ton of signing.
So a little bit of a smear. This is what we're going to do if you want this. If not, it's going to go to Mint Hunter. We are going to do this tonight for $30. So
I would love that to be the next one shot, by the way, is Green Llama.
All right, so 2 more books on the list.
I
A couple
love
of
the Green
graded
Llama.
books. Spawn number 321. Matina variant cover CC graded 9.8. Just retail of $89.99. We have the one for
you got it,
50.
large man.
Nice.
All right, large man, you got it, buddy.
This Cyclops is just screaming Neil Adams. I mean, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but it's very much like the Neil Adams, Roy Thomas era.
All right, and then the last book of the night, Deceased number 2, main cover by Francis Yu, CGC graded guaranteed 9.8, suggested retail of $89.99, and we have the one available for $69.99. You know what, JD, let's do the drawing, and then we'll end the show with John and Alec talking about New Comic Book Day. All right?
Sure.
All right, so this is for the giveaway CGC.
Spin the randomizer. We really need that noise from Price is Right.
Mr. Negative.
Congratulations, Mr. Negative.
Good stuff, man.
Awesome. And what did Mr. All right.
Oh, man.
Spawn, what number is that? I can't even see it.
321, I think.
321? 321 or 322?
I think it's 321, right?
That is Spawn. Yeah, number 321. At
321, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Congratulations, Mr. Negative.
Congratulations, Mr.
That's
Negative.
a nice win, man.
Hopefully still in the house.
Well, no,
Oh, yeah, there's, yeah.
Because, is he here?
Yeah, he's still in.
All right, cool.
New comic book day. You've shilled all the books we're going to shill today,
Hold on. No, something between discussion between John Spilios and wait, I'm confused here. Lars, man, what are you deferring to John Spilios?
If anything, it could be that Uncanny X-Men. If that's the case.
All right, so you guys. All right, so Uncanny X-Men.
CJ, I'm at a prize prison next week.
All right, so
just
Lars,
talked about.
man. All right, so John Spilios, I'm putting you down for the X-Men. Okay, thank you, Lars, man.
Vic is talking about tinkering with prize prison too, because we wanted it to be fun, but we don't want it to be people aren't into it a little bit. So Alec will be talking now about New Comic Book Day, and you'll with your shilled books.
Who? Well, that'll be a first that John's not talking.
Nope. I'm going to sit here quietly and drink my vodka propel. Water.
Go ahead, Alec. Take the stage, Robbie 2.0.
The Propel vodka. All right. These are pretty much the only two that there's good ones. It's a good week. Overall, I think I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 books this week, so more than usual. There's two actually. All right, hold on. First thing, this cover's awesome. I love it. I only bought this book literally for the cover, although it actually was a really good read too. I'll say that much. It's the new Venom series. It's pretty sweet. I don't know if this is just me. I picked up the Exile 2, this is the Whatnot book, literally because of the homage to Blade. It's also written by Wesley Snipes. But I feel like, I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if it's just me, but between the cover and I think overall the quality of this book is very low. I thought the issue was fine. Actually a solid story. It's probably my favorite thing that I've read from Whatnot so far.
Quality stuff?
Not even the paper quality, because the paper quality actually feels nice. But I don't know if it's just me with bad vision, but the cover itself, this exiled fella, it doesn't look clear. It kind of looks blurry. And there was a few times when I was reading it that I felt like the words were very small and slightly blended together, some of the letters. And I'm pretty positive. I can't find it. I'll see if I can find one of them real quick. But there were two grammatical errors in this book that I picked up reading. And I was like, how did nobody catch that? That sentence sounds horrible. It's spelled wrong. Yeah, and I wish I checked which pages they were on, but I read one and I was like, that's got to just be me. But then I read something else and I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right either. When you read that out loud, it doesn't sound correct. So maybe my grammar is wrong, but there's at least two things in this book that didn't sound right when you read it. So between that, what seems like some of the letters kind of blend together. Like I said, it could be me with my vision. But the cover doesn't.
Editor thing too, right?
I don't know. The guy himself doesn't really seem clear. It looks like this kind of digital print on there, and it's it just seems low quality. So I don't know. I wanted to bring that up. But yeah, I wish I'll see if I can find it later. But these two books from Image this week, they were two new ones, The Ambassadors from Mark Millar and then Indigo Children. I really recommend both of these. These were both really, really good. And see, that's what we were talking about earlier. You go from the indies, and even though with Whatnot, I said I got a couple small, minor issues with that, the issue was still good. It's a very unique concept, and it actually was a lot better than the first issue, in my opinion. But The Ambassadors, this main character right there, she solves the, I don't know, she figures out the code to create superpowers for people. And instead of selling the powers and giving it to the government or whatever, she's giving it to she wants to give it to one person from each country, like each continent, to protect like their continent. Or I think it's continent. I don't think it's country. And John, I was not able to get the scratch off book, and they did not have the Scout Comics book. So I don't know if Scout didn't come in or what, but they only had cover A for Doom Patrol, and they didn't have any of the other books. My shop really light on New Comic Book Day. Quarter of a long box this week. So last couple of weeks have been half a long box. This week was a quarter of a long box.
There's a fair. A couple of I was over in the comic book store in Lumberton today, and it was the same story. You know, he's like, he said right, he's like, I want to buy heavy. I do. Nobody's coming in for these books. He's like, nobody's excited for this stuff. He's like, I've got a small group of people that's psyched for stuff. He's like, I got a bunch of people who are just buying stuff online. You know what I mean? He's like, and the people who should be coming in here, those are the people that, I can't wait to see what's up with Thor this week. I can't wait to see what's up with Green Lantern this week. It's never anything enough to get someone out of their house, in the car, and over to his store, where then he can sort of show people. I mean, that's how people discovered stuff way back in the day. The guy, you would ask the guy at the comic book shop, what's he reading?
I got to be honest. I mean, this is a topic that we've been talking about for a long time now. And I saw something interesting on today's show. There's a Dolly Parton comic book that's out.
Anything she touches now turns to gold. She's become a national treasure.
But it's geared specifically to a younger audience of girls, to show, empowerment and sports and things like that. Here's the thing.
Comic for everybody.
And I like to think we're doing our small part with Darkwing Duck and stuff like that. But here's the thing. You got to be like the tobacco companies, people.
Oh, get the kids when they're young.
If you don't, you're fighting an uphill battle, right?
Well, they know they lost a generation. They lost maybe 2 generations to video games. They know they did. So now they're hoping. I think the idea is, a certain level, maybe some of these Marvel movies will kick people back to comics. The problem is, if a 13-year-old kid sits in Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp, enjoys the movie, right? He or she bombs on over to the comic book store. The book, as AR talks about a lot, is mediocre at best. And many times the stories are just not very good. One of the kids that's friends with my youngest nephew loves the Hulk. He, there's not a lot for him at that age. I think he's like 12, 13 years old. Not a lot for the Hulk. And then the stuff that's out there is just not very good. So, he's in dollar bins or whatever, which doesn't, it doesn't help that much. I mean, this week I looked at some of the stuff. Some of it was cool. It was just a lot of the stuff I saw at the store. My eyes just sort of went past it. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, John. I don't know if it's going to be called Vampirella Year 2, but yeah, Vampirella Year 1 was a lot. I like that book a lot. So I'm pretty sure we'll probably get more of that. I wouldn't be surprised if we're getting more Red Sonja and Hell Sonja. Those two work together. That was sort of the finale. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that again. My favorite book this week was Rocket Man and Rocket Girl. I knew it was going to be. That was sort of automatic.
My shop didn't even have that one.
What?
My shop didn't have that one.
Send it to him. It's the least you can do.
Like to be on one of yours.
No, but seriously, they really are like severely cutting back. Like books that they used to get like all the covers for, they're just getting cover A and maybe like a copy or 2 of cover B, and that's it. They're not getting all the covers. They're not getting all of the Marvel books, even like the brand new Marvel series. I think they came out with like Avengers Beyond today, and It's Jeff. I think It's Jeff was this week. They didn't, assuming It's Jeff came out this week, which I can look up insanely quick. They didn't even get it. Like I said, they only had cover A for Doom Patrol. They didn't have some of these other books. Let me confirm. Yeah, It's Jeff was this week. Didn't see that one at the shop. The Avengers Beyond issue number 1. I think they only had 1 copy of cover A. And a lot of these other ones that I'm looking at from Marvel this week, they absolutely did not have any of these. And that's Marvel. So
yeah, that's not ideal. The Christopher Priest thing. That's probably a question we'd want to bounce at, like maybe Nate Cosby or one of the editors, if he's going to come back and do the book again. I don't even know if Nick has, like made that decision or whatever. Right. You know what I mean?
All right. So we are actually at the end of the show. Nick will be back on Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern for the original art show. Some great pizzas. Robbie, obviously, and I don't mean you, Alec. Robbie is obviously going to MegaCon, so we will not be doing our noon show on Friday. Amy and I have started doing a show with our buddy Bueller, Comics with Bueller, Travis, on Friday nights as well.
Isn't he also MegaCon?
Yes, so we're not doing that show this Friday as well because he'll be at MegaCon with Robbie, probably karaoke. Okay. Because that's apparently a big thing they do together when they hit a con. Oh God, I hope this video.
So you're saying that you want to do the show with Alex?
You mean Andy?
Oh my God!
Look, Jim, I don't have time for this anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
the final show of Comic Collectables with Bubbles and Buttercup.
All right, so Blossom, please give our love to Miss Ellie. Okay.
The only name we get right.
I want to be Bubbles. So that makes you Buttercup.
I'm fine being Buttercup.
All right, fair enough. I'll allow Gout Night all.
Yeah, Gout Night, everybody.
All right, watch out for Gout. It's very painful.
What's next on the JD? You want to pop in real quick? What's next on the experience?
Yeah, what's up? What's next up there, JD?
Our trivia show is off tonight because they're headed to C2E2. It's a big weekend for cons.
This is a big.
Yeah, and then we got 360 Comics coming up at what time is it? Your time? It's 8 right now. So it's 9, 360, and then 10 o'clock. We still got Andre Copen kicking with Andre because he lives in Chicago. He's going to C2E2 as well, but he's there already.
John Spilios, please, buddy. Video everything. Send it to me, my friend. Please, I beg you.
Go check out AR Comics.
Absolutely. Check out
a lot less gibberish and alcohol actually on the product.
Well, he does these great shorts.
The shorts are very cool.
Very
We've said that before. The shorts are awesome. I think that's like an engaging way. I try to every time I see one, I try to like shoot it back out to Twitter or whatever. I tell people all the time, no, just watch this. Just watch this. Don't DM me questions.
And AR's link is in the description. Definitely check it out. A lot more content, knowledge, and
it's a lot more serious. I mean, not that it's not entertaining, but there's like, Alec and Robbie both tried to sort of like a little more information, and a little less spiked propel water.
Although I'm going to be going more towards that spike propel. It's a lot more fun.
All right, everybody,
thank you. Congrats to the winners, people who bought stuff.
And anybody else that's watching that's going to MegaCon, have a great time. I know John Spilios is going, so
we
I
have a
hope
bunch of people from Dynamite that are going to be there. Cosplayers, creators. Check out their social media feeds. They're telling you if they're in Artist Alley or what booth they're in, and what days they're going to be there or whatever.
There you go.
I'll tell you right now, if you see it, grab a copy at your store of Red Sonja and Hell Sonja, the finale, the cosplay cover, and go take it over to Rachel. It's one of these cool dual cosplays. She's playing both characters on the cover. It's very well done.
All right. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you, guys. Thank you, JD, for pushing the buttons. Thank you, Blossom, for joining
I like
us.
that one.
All right,
Buttercup will be back at some point.
I appreciate you.
Do you remember what it was like when you were a little kid and you got a letter in the mail? Now imagine that letter was filled with information about your favorite shows, pop culture questions, links to things you're going to want to see later, and even sneak peeks at upcoming programming here on The Experience. That's what the EXP mailing list is. Every week, we send you sneak peeks, information, and all of the relevant links for all of the shows you want to see. Sign up now on our website or scan the QR code that's on your screen right now.